Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to this week's show. Now, prepare yourself. I must warn you, we are about to get a little quilting crazy up in this piece.
That's because a few of you written in like Patchwork Worker, So Mama, and Lauren K requesting a little quilting action.
So this week we're headed on to Carolyn Wong's studio for a little lesson in quilting and a little more on why quilting's just not for your grandma no more.
Check it out.
This episode of Threadbanger is brought to you by Cotton's new online exclusive fashion show, Inseam.
Hey Threadbanger, welcome to my studio. We are currently in Clinton Hill, Brooklyn. My name is Caroline Huang and I paint and sew things for a living. I used to watch my grandmother knit and crochet all the time. I think that's kind of what inspired me. First time I realized that I could do this for a living. I'm still not sure. I think going into school, I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but it kind of completely changed. I originally went in there for commercial illustration, which I am doing somewhat of now, but it's not my main goal. One of the first projects that I did in school was I started sewing together my paintings. I find the sewing aspect relaxing, yeah, but I think I use it kind of as a duality because the imagery is a little bit more melancholy and dark, and I kind of want to draw the people in with the comfort. So this is one of my pieces. These pieces are put together by English paper piecing, which are then sewn onto this larger fabric by applique, and then this embroidery quilting is called sashiko quilting, a Japanese form of quilting. So today I'm going to show you how to do English paper piecing. The first thing you want to do is cut out a pentagon. You can pretty much cut out any shape, but I'm using a pentagon today. Then the next thing you want to do is cut out your piece of fabric with a 1/4 inch seam allowance on all sides. After that is pin your paper to your fabric. Center it as close as possible. You're going to fold in 2 sides of it. Make sure that the corners are folded in as neatly as possible. Take your threaded needle. You don't even have to knot at the end. So each side, each corner, you want to just do 1 stitch, and you're going to repeat all the way around. You can use any kind of fabric for this, cotton quilting fabric or any recyclable materials, old clothes. At this point, I just take out the pin because it's pretty well in there. And then you get to your last corner. Once again, you don't have to knot it because it's pretty well in there. There you have your first piece. So you're going to do that as many times as you want. So the next thing you want to do is you take your 2 pieces to sew them together. You want to put them face to face. Once your sides are together, you want to make a whip stitch very close to the edge. The reason why you want to make it at the very edge is so that you don't really see much of the thread when it's fully opened up. Then once you whip stitch the edge together, you open it up and it's stitched together. In order to attach more pentagons to this, to the ones that you've already sewn on, especially like a corner like this, you would pretty much do the same thing as you would put the facing sides together. So we're gonna do this edge first and then this edge. So you have that edge sewn together, and then you'll notice that this edge is not sewn together. So the next part we're gonna do is sew this edge together. And what you do is you just kind of fold it. It's gonna be kind of janky, and it's okay to fold your piece of paper because it's disposable. And you whip stitch that edge together. And so you have your 3 pieces sewn together. Now that you have your finished fabric piece, you're gonna want to take the paper out. And the next step is to put it onto your fabric. Wherever you want it to lie, you would do the basic applique technique and applique it onto your fabric. Most of my pieces that are large like this go for between $1,800 to $2,200. If it's larger, usually, I'll sell it for more, but it is a very time-consuming thing. This certain piece has taken me a couple of months because of all the quilting in it, and it can take anybody from months to years to make a full quilt, which is probably why you'll see quilts ranging between $600 to $5,000. To find out more about my pieces and my artwork, you go to my website, carolinewong.net.
So it seems the world of quilting is kind of getting cooler and cooler by the minute. The traditional stars and patches are quickly being replaced by video game characters and record players. For more awesome quilt artists, be sure to check out Don'tQuiltYourDayJob.com, who we featured on the Renegade Craft Fair episode. She combines traditional quilting techniques with retro concepts like cassette tapes and boomboxes. And if you thought the art form was just for the ladies, you're dead wrong. Be sure to hit up Ian Hunley, who translates cool mat patterns into his quilting technique. Check out the CoolHunting.com video for more. Also take a gander at Jill Alt's amazing quilts. She uses transparent fabrics, photos, and combines words and amazing hand-dyed fabrics. Over on Etsy, check out Sheep Sleep, who utilizes recycled fabrics and fibers to make her one-of-a-kind quilts. And Carolina Patchwork translates the 8-bit video game world into quilting with all sorts of images, from Super Mario Bros. To Zelda. For more quilting techniques and how-tos, be sure to head on over to the YouTube channels My Quilting, Quilter's World, and my personal favorite, Quilting with Buck.
Well, hello, gentlemen, and welcome to Buck's Quilting Bee. Now, y'all come to the right place to learn how to quilt.
But the most impressive thing is heading on over to the Threadbanger forums and seeing all the quilts you threadheads have made. First up, we got Jumpin' Judo, who made this one for her boyfriend. Aw, how cute! Jack of all trades showed us the one she made for her dog. Then there's the used 87190D, who made this one a few years back. Secret Callie made a sunflower quilt for her county fair. Zombie made both of these quilts in only 4 days. Then we have Pink Killer Bunnies, who sent in a pic of her very first quilt creation. Awesome job! Meander Joe 3 just finished her new quilt, and XOMG It's Tanya made this quilt for her senior project. Last but not least, we have Ryan Moore, who shows off his recycled t-shirt quilt. Way to recycle, Ryan! Woo!
Remember, I can't remember my line. Remember, if you have anything you made, whether it be quilts, skirts, shirts, hats...
You were like this close to hitting me in the face.
Remember, if you have anything you made, whether it's quilts, skirts, shirts, hats, you name it, we want to see it right here on Threadbanger. Hit up the Threadbanger forums, show us what you got.
Next week, you asked for it, and you're getting it. The Threadbanger Blooper Special.
We'll see you then. Oh yeah, we do that scissor snip thing at the end, right?